Yeah, I see it. There it is. Man, going up in here, man, real soon. I can't wait, boy. Whoo!
Walk like, talk like, move like juice. Walking like it, talking like it, moving like it, ooh. Bigger cycle, motorcycle, jumping out the roof. Smoking like it, drinking like it, bumping out the roof. Walk like, talk like, move like juice. Walking like it, talking like it, moving like it, ooh. Bigger cycle, motorcycle, jumping out the roof. Jumping out the, hopping out the, what's that? Evacuate the truck and then I get into a demon. You know I'm about to water on it.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That harmonic balancer, that was pretty tough putting it on there.
It's looking good.
It was like trying to push that sucker on. Man, that sucker was.
Man, you know you blowing up my you blowing up my TikTok, man. They liking the content.
That's funny.
Yeah, man.
So she's together. You still need to tie down for this, but it's in there in the right, like it's correctly pointed, and you're on top dead center. Everything, of course, is blocked off, ready for whenever you want to put it in.
All right.
Starter, and then the water pumps in. I didn't have water pump bolts, so I didn't put them on. We'll get the gasket and stuff. That way you'll have them.
Okay.
That way whenever we...
I was at the bottom with them bloods, I was anemic. I don't wanna talk about it, way too hot, it ain't the season. Staying low key, where's luxury, have you seen them? Got me looking like I'm out about it, fun is my demeanor. Here at the location, and I'm getting out the leaner. I ain't doing no complaining, I'm just trying to get it.
Go ahead and take that off.
What's up?
Maybe I'll hold that up. It's heavy. Oh, yeah, see? Gotcha, like temp sensors and different things, oil pressure sensor, like that's an oil pressure sensor. That's probably like a temp sensor or something. Like that's what these guys are. This is your starter setup, which we'll redo because we'll get away from these fusible links. And then, but get the motor in and the transmission,
Yep.
and then get the starter on it, and then alternator and all that stuff,
Yes.
and then we'll see like what we need to.
You gotta see all the wires.
Yeah.
This the original
But
wire
I'll leave
harness.
the harness here because we'll need to know what alternator you got to get the plug for that, and then we could and then what starter, if you're on the old school starter, we'll figure this out. Because right now how they got this car ran is where your alternator comes down to your starter terminal. That's what Chevy did for a little while, and it's not, these fusible links always go out. They did it all the way up to like that little zippy got there. So.
This
yeah,
is way too many wires for my liking right now.
No, it's not bad. Yeah, get the motor in, and then we'll be able to kind of set this in there. We'll have to run this, just we'll loosely set it, and then we'll be able to see what we where we want to run things. A lot of times, if you don't want to run it the way it's made, we can clean it up and run it in a different way. You know what I mean? Like make it look cleaner. Because if it's if your car you want to show it, I would make it as clean as you can. You know what I mean? So. And then sometimes
I want it to be something I'm proud of when I pop the hood.
Yeah, it looks good.
I want it to be clean.
And then we get away from this loom and we'll run that other loom that they got. But we might be able to retain these guys because I like this stuff, like these tees and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we'll run that new school loom they got, which is soft and cloth looking, but it looks good. So
Yes, that black one. I know what you're talking about. Yes, sir.
That's one on tomato. Okay, cool. Leave this here though. Then whenever you get it in, we'll come and see what we need as far as connectors, and we'll just make a list of what we need.
All right.
And then we'll take pictures of any connectors because if you're not going to use anything, because then we can, when you got everything mounted, you'll be able to tell what we're going to use and what we don't need. And then when we don't need it, we can just, what we do is we call it just a deadhead, and we'll just wire it back to itself, kind of thing, put it back to itself, and we'll cover it. That way you just don't have wires hanging out, loosely. We'll be able to modify it because it looks good.
number 10 socket. All right. We got OG over here. What you gonna tell my people on YouTube, man? We getting to it?
Always.
2025.
Yes, sir.
We working. And give them this what we need so we can go ahead and put this we're trying to go ahead and get this hood latch on here. One thing at a time, he recommended I leave the motor mounts alone. I wanted to go down that route, but it's just gonna require way too much work and I don't have the parts that I need. So yep. Yeah, good. Get back to that when we get back to that. So I'm gonna put that bolt back in there and we're gonna do it like that. You said 10 on a quarter?
Yep.
What you think about the interior? It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
This is Lee's first time seeing it. Man, I had somebody really trying to buy the interior out the seats because I told him, I was like, man, I was gonna I'm gonna put the Camaro seats in there because I'm doing a resto mod. But man, you know, it's one thing at a time. I want to button up under the engine, get it up and running. I'm trying to button up sections. Yep. And when I go into this middle section, that's T-top repair, metal work. It's a lot.
Do your main stuff first. Get your mechanics and your suspension type first.
Yes.
That's what I recommend on any build. You see how my car is? I ain't got no paint on it.
Yes.
But
you could drive it anywhere.
I can drive it anywhere I want to go.
Matter of fact, you done drove it all the way out here in the middle of nowhere to come out here and hang out with your boy Blaze.
I was hitting 100 all the way here. Shit, with the music banging. I was excited to get here to see this car, man.
Man, we've been at it.
See it for a while.
Just everybody see it on Facebook, you know. It's real though when you get here, you see like, damn, he done made some progress.
Yep.
All right. So he got his out here. We're gonna pull it in and take some pictures with him. Yep. He said he had this thing rolling, man. So, this is your first time tuning to the channel. I'm hoping y'all gonna like this content. I plan to bring a lot more. And I'm just trying to get outside by springtime, man. So, y'all stay tuned.
Can't go wrong for the price. And them boys are nice and bright.
How much you think that kit was total? Well, I know you know.
I think it was like $3 for shipping. I think it was like $320, $329, I believe. Something like that. I can look back. I can go back and check the receipt.
Man, you make this shit look easy, OG.
Shit, I've been doing this shit so long, man.
Man, it's natural. My partner called you the mad scientist.
Oh, yeah?
My father said, yeah, you can tell Buddy the truth. He like a mad scientist when it comes to Chevys.
Yeah, man. See this one. This one's a go on that side. Yep. Yeah, I've been messing with this shit so long. It's like
Second nature.
Second nature, but I always try to find different ways to do different things. The same thing, different. If that makes sense. Because everything that I've been through and messed around with on these cars, man, it's always something different that you can find. You know, different routes that's why I'm always on YouTube too, man, because I'm always trying to learn from other people on how they do their stuff. so I can get a better idea of, you know, am I doing it the right way? Am I doing it the easy way? Am I doing it the hard way?
Man, you popped that spring off so quick. I didn't even see you pop that spring at the bottom.
It just, once you undo the screws, it just comes right off at that corner.
So then how you put it back on?
It's still there. You just pop that little corner of the, this right here.
Okay.
You just put it inside the little spring. And
Okay.
then just move it.
All right.
It's simple.
Man,
But see,
'cause
once you
I always
get
had a
it all-
problem. Always had a problem with the 4 lights. Like I done had 9/8s, and I had Deltas, Delta 88s. I never been able to really just dial in. I didn't even had the box Chevy. I've never been able to get those 4 lights all the way dialed.
Yeah, it ain't easy.
Most people I see the shit ain't right.
Nope. Nope.
I know it's like you can spot it from a mile away. Cause it look cross-eyed.
And it really, the adjustment, they make stuff that you can use. You can put levels on them to adjust them without
Okay.
having to look. I always do it just by looking at the beam.
Okay.
But, man, yeah, I gotta order some of these. 'Cause mine are super weak.
Like I said, man, it's just I'm making everything look good, and I got a problem with rust. And so when I was looking at these, I was just like, this is not it. I don't want to go through all this work, and then you got some crap like this on there. It's like me when I know when you go to car shows, people want to critique your car, and one thing I told you, people always looking for flaws.
Yep.
Just everyday Joe, they looking for flaws in your car, because I'm that type of guy myself. I'm looking for the flaws. You know, when I go to car show, like, what's the difference between the dude that's winning all the car awards and this dude right here? They might have the same exact car, but it's the details. It come down to all that, you know, attention to detail.
Yep.
Man, hey, OG, do you think the day of the $2,000 projects, you think it's a thing of the past?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
I can imagine what you was getting these calls for back when you first started doing them, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, I could find a car in somebody's backyard. This side didn't have a screw on it. So later on, get you some screws.
Yes,
That way you can put another one on this side.
I probably got it somewhere in one of these boxes.
These cars nowadays, like I said, when I bought mine, I ain't never paid that much for a car that didn't run. And I couldn't hear run.
Well, you should see my partner Steve, the car that I got this wire harness off of, the donor. Wow. His car's rough, man. He got to put floorboards in it and everything. But he was geeked up. I guess he got a good deal because, man, he pretty much finna rebuild that whole Joker, man.
The whole car?
Like I'm talking about, it's like, when I say no floors, I'm talking about Fred Flintstone for real. Like no seats. If he got seats in there, if he did get some seats with it, they wasn't bolted into the floor because there ain't enough of a floor to be considered a floor.
Damn.
But he was geek. My partner, he a hard worker, you know.
Right.
He definitely gonna be a short transformation.
Yeah, yeah. That's when you know you got somebody that's really into doing what they want to do.
Yes, like he got a middleman that just specializes in doing his floors and stuff, his major metal repair. But he a cold ass painter. My boy Steve laying some candy. He want me to come up there and put some candy on this. I said, man, I don't know what kind of money he think I got.
Right.
But he done gave me the plug on some material.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, man. He got a little company he deal with that do candy paint, and it's pretty cheap.
I didn't even know they had that. When I seen that on his, I was like, ooh. The only way you'll know, you got to take all this stuff off
Yeah.
to see if they're rusted underneath. Take that plate. But the plate looks good though. Normally this plate right here is rusted out. That's when you know you got major rust up under here.
Okay.
But you got to pull this plate off and then pull this seal out. You won't be able to put it back in.
Yes.
You just have to get
and that's
new
why
ones.
that's why I'm like, man, I don't even want to open up that because I ain't ready to close that chapter.
Yeah, I
So just
wouldn't
let it
mess
be.
with this yet. Until
Okay.
you're ready to do some paint, like real paint work,
Yes.
then do this.
Because that's what I was looking at. Like I was like, oh, that's gonna be
That's the way
involved
it
with the metal work and body work.
Yep. Just like this, the way it is for now.
Because I'm thinking hinges, T-top. That's all the next chapter. Just getting up and running right now is the main chapter.
Yep. That's all I would concentrate on at this point.
Okay.
Man, I wish I would find me a T-top car, man. It ain't not really, is it?
It just seemed like it's always the issue with this right here. It seemed like it was always leaking from the glass and not actually the T-tops. Even with these raggedy seals, it didn't really leak much.
I think there's bushings that go in here too. I can't remember, but you can adjust all this. That way it's nice and tight. 'Cause I see a little gap right here.
My biggest fear is when I'm driving, making sure that my tops are secured. Because I damn sure can't afford to replace these tops. I think they like $400. By the time you get them shipped and everything, probably $500 a piece.
If you can find some anywhere, buy them and put them away. Buy them and put them away. Yeah, you got a nice build though.
It's coming, man.
I mean, everything's here and it's solid. That's the hard part. Yeah, I definitely saw the bottom hinge. The top one looked all right. It's a little wobbled out where the pin goes and your bushing's at. It's a little wobbled out a little bit. So if that's the case, you might as well just buy a whole kit. Get all 4 hinges.
Damn, I didn't want to do all 4 hinges, man.
Man, it ain't that hard.
Man, because these doors is heavy as hell, though. I'm just one man.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Take
way.
the glass out.
Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be able to achieve this by myself. I wish I had that door jack though, one of them door jacks.
I mean, you can add, you can get the piece that goes on your jack or make one, weld one up. But get some pool noodles and then just get some angle iron and put the pool noodles on to hold the door. But the thing is, whenever you work on doors, take all this shit out. Take the glass out, take your door panels off, make it lighter. It just makes it so much easier.
That thing sounded good, man. Man, you just barely hit it too. One start.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it sits for a while, then I gotta pump it.
You gonna go back with that velour on there? On the interior?
The column?
No, I say you gonna go back with the velour?
Oh yeah. Maybe the motor or not.
Okay. I'm talking about this thing ain't doing no rock and nothing. Yeah, I seen you guys swapped out the alternator. You was talking about it. The heavy duty alternator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that I actually did it, nah, no.
Man, you got hella fusible link. Ain't that what that is?
Yeah.
Them big
One
boys.
closer to this side, the darker color one, that's coming from the alternator
Okay.
to the battery. Yeah, I recommend doing that. That's 400 amp for a fuse on that.
Okay.
The other one is running.
Oh, you got 2 batteries in here too.
Yep. Starting battery and then my music battery. I didn't want to put it in the trunk. I had a car like that before and I didn't want all that shit in my trunk.
Yes.
I just took the little air horn.
Oh, I did see you at the Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They in there now. What's this dome thing is? I thought that was to the
That's
cruise
the
control.
vacuum ball. It used to be up here,
Yes.
but I put it in there.
Why did you keep it though?
For the, so I can have vacuum, one for the AC,
Okay.
all the vents.
Okay.